Hello everyone, this is Jyoti Katgi, ENC Department, BGMIT Mudol. Today we will see about the experiment Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, see what the Kirchhoff's voltage law states. Kirchhoff's voltage law states that the sum of the potential drops across the various elements in a closed loop is 0. Okay, this is the statement for Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now we will do the one connection on this Kirchhoff's voltage law and verify this law. Okay, see, this one is the circuit diagram for your Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, this is the power supply we are using, and this is the 330 ohm resistor across which we are measuring the voltage. Similarly, one more resistance in series with 330 ohm resistors we are connecting, that is 750 ohms. Then across that also we are measuring the voltage using the multimeter. Then again one more resistance we are connecting in series with these two resistances. This resistance is having 460 ohm. Across this also we are measuring the voltage. Okay. See, here I have done the connection for your experiment as I shown in the diagram here. Here I have done the connection according to this diagram. See here, this is the power supply. Okay, what we have used in this. Okay, this is the power supply, DC power supply, and these three are the voltmeters. Okay, connected across each resistance here. Okay, these three resistances are connected in the breadboards here. Okay, this one, first one is the 330 ohm resistor, next is 750 ohm resistor, and this third one is the 460 ohm resistors. Across each resistor we are connected here the multimeters as a voltmeter. Okay, we are measuring the voltage across this resistance. Then what you should get here, see here there is a tabular column for this. You need to verify this. You have to note down a reading according to this. This tabular column, what it says, we have to keep 10 volts in the DC power supply. Regulated power supply, you have to keep 10 volts, 15 volts, 20, 25, 30 volts. Then you should measure the voltage V1, V2, V3 in the voltmeters, 3 voltmeters. You should get addition of V1, V2, V3, you should get, that should be equal to the power supply voltage. Okay, see here, now I have kept the voltage as 10 volts in the DC multimeter, DC voltmeter. Then what you are getting here, I kept the knob in the multimeter DC voltage in all the 3 voltages, 3 voltmeters. Okay, see here 10 volts I kept in the power supply. What you should get, addition of all these voltage sources, that should be equal to this 10 volts. See what you are getting in the first voltmeter, you are getting as 2.073. Next one is 4.66. Next is 3.20. Okay, if we will add all these three, around 4.6 means 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, approximately you will get it as 10 volts. Okay, that is the voltage drop across these resistances. Okay, whatever I have connected in the breadboard. Similarly, we have to note down these voltages in your tabular column by varying the voltages. See, first what you got it as 2.073. Okay, next voltage you got it as 4.65. Next voltage you got it as 3.205. 3.205. Addition of all these things, you will get around nearly 10 volts because your power supply voltage you are given as 10 volts. See, now what I will do, according to this tabular column, I will vary now the DC power supply to 15 volts. Okay, now I will vary this one to 15 volts. See here I will vary approximately up to 15 volts. Okay, 15 volts are kept now. Now the voltages are changed in this. What you got it, 3.12, 7.01, next 4.68. Again you need to add all these voltages. Okay, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 4.68. Okay, approximately you'll get it as 15 volts because you kept this voltage as 15. Okay, second one, how much you got it? Second voltage for 15 you got first voltmeter you got it as 3.109. In the second voltmeter you got it as 6.98. Third voltmeter you got it as 4.68. Okay, you need to add all this. Again you will get approximately 15 volts. Like this you have to vary the supply voltage in the power supply, that is 20, 25, 30 you have to vary, and you need to measure whatever voltage is there in the voltmeters. You have to take down that readings and you need to add. You should get nearly 20, 25 and 30 volts. Okay, how to verify? Here it is written V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, like this we have to say that the KVL equation is satisfied or Kirchhoff's voltage law is satisfied for the given circuit. What the given circuit is this one. Okay, we can use instead of using these resistance, these are the fixed resistance values. Instead of using these resistors, we can use the variable resistors also, like this. Rheostats are there. Okay, you can use the variable resistances also, but here I have used the fixed resistances. Okay, like this you can measure the KVL law or Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, in the next video we will see about Kirchhoff's current law. Thank you.